Alright, YouTube, here we go, little update. I did put one wall up, as you can see. A few scratches there from where I was taking it out of the van, putting it back in. But anyway, it's up. Those little plastic tabs that I was talking about are right there, all the way to the top, coming all the way down. And then also right there on this. Those are the ribs like this side that go up the wall. These little pins right here are only, let it, come on, there we go, focus. The little pin's only 3/4 of an inch. The polyiso that I put back there is 3/4 of an inch. So I'm not going to be able to get it on the edges, but it seems to hold up really well. Excuse me, let it focus. Come on, focus. There we go. They're not long enough to go through the polyiso. The polyiso itself is, 3/4 of an inch, and these little tabs right here are 3/4 of an inch. But what they do is they go in, you drill a 1/4 inch hole through the hardboard, through the rib, and then you drill a 3/8 inch hole for this plastic tab piece back over here that's wider. Put it in the hole, hit it with a hammer right there on the end. That goes in and spreads these out. And let me tell you what, it spreads them out. That wall is not going anywhere. And if for some reason the metal happens to shear the plastic, well, I do have a ton more of these. They come 50 to a box. I bought 3 boxes. I don't think I'll need 3 boxes, but I want extras in case, say, metal does shear it off while driving down the road and one pops out and I need to replace it. They're fairly common. You can buy these pretty much anywhere. I saw them at Home Depot yesterday when I went back. I went back to buy some more hardboard so I can start doing the other walls and the ceiling. But they're fairly, of course, at Home Depot all they had was gray. They didn't have any white ones. And these I bought at a local company called McCoy's. Some of you might have heard of it, some of you might not. But anyway, I also found them online at Amazon for the same thing. They're just high impact FRP drive rivets. And this company right here does have some products on Amazon, so I mean, you can pretty much get them anywhere. So anyways, also I got some of my goodies in. I got my Fantastic fan in. It is the Fantastic fan with the it does have the diverter in there, that the longer one, so you can cut it any size you want. It is the reversible 3-speed fan. On high, it's supposed to draw 3 amps. On low, 1.6 amps. So it's got a very low current draw for the fan speed, from what I've heard. I've never used one, so I don't know. But this is what everybody that I've been seeing on YouTube has been using, is this Fantastic fan. Like I said, this one is reversible, so I can pull air in or I can push air out. It does have the manual lift for the top lid. I did get it smoked, the smoke color. So anyways, I probably won't get that installed this weekend up there where I wanted, because we're supposed to actually have some bad weather. Doesn't look it right now, but we're supposed to be getting some rain later this afternoon and tomorrow, and I want to be able to give the sealant that I put on there ample time to dry before it gets wet and for it to cure and everything. But anyway, there's the Fantastic fan. I got the model 1250, and it is the 3-speed reversible fan with the manual lid lift, and it does come with the little screen on the inside to keep all the little buggies out that does pop out. So anyway, there it is. I'll be installing that, and I'll show you that later. Also, I got in a couple of other things. I got in this piece. It has the voltage meter in the middle. It has two USB ports on the right there. One is a 5 volt 1 amp and a 5 volt 2.1 amp. So if you want to charge your iPads and a little bit faster charging on your iPhone or anything, or tablets, whatever, the 2.1 amp is the one that you definitely want. On the other side is the 12 volt socket. In the middle, it's a voltage meter, and that'll go mounted on the cabinet that I put up there by the when I put the where I put the batteries in. They build the cabinet. This will go mounted on the cabinet, and that way I can have easy access to it. And plus, I'll have a voltage meter that can tell me, approximately what my battery level is without actually opening the cabinet and looking at the other voltmeter that'll be plugged in down there. So anyways, there's that right there, and that'll get installed when I build the cabinet. Also, if I could find them, I found some little rocker switches. I suppose I should have gotten all this ready before I opened up, before I started videoing. This is hard to do with one hand. There we go. But I got some rocker switches. I know it's kind of hard to see. Come on, focus. But anyway, they come on, and it'll be a blue LED light right there. Only reason I got them blue is because on the USB port there is a blue light there. What kind of aggravated me though is the voltage meter is in red. So don't quite understand that, but anyways, I'm going to put these switches are going to go mounted either on the top or below the switch here, and each one is going to be switched so that I can turn off the power to the 12 volt, turn off the power, because I don't want the voltage meter running all the time, but I want to be able to switch it on, boom, voltage meter comes on. And then same thing with the USB, because that USB, that little light that's on there, once it's plugged in, stays lit all the time. I have tried these. I have plugged it in to make sure that they work. They all do work. And like I said, what I'll do is I'll have the switch up here, and I'll be able to shut it off. And yeah, I know I'm going to draw a little bit more amperage with this right here. These are supposed to draw something like 1/4 of an amp. It's like, I can't remember the milliamps that it was telling me, but it's about 1/4 of an amp when it's turned on with the little light, LED light up there. But to be able to turn it off is a big plus for me. So that way I can turn it off. That light will shut off, and I don't have to worry about the USB port drawing power all the time, because I can shut it off. Same thing with the voltage meter. There's nothing. It just plugs in, and the voltage meter is on all the time. So I want it to be able to also turn on and off. The 12 volt adapter is not really a big deal, but I do like, turn it on and off. I'm gonna make it all uniform, so I'll have 3 up there. I really did. It came with 15 switches. I really didn't need them, but I mean, they were like $8 for 15 switches, including shipping. So I really couldn't say no. I just went ahead and got them. The reviews on them were iffy. Some work, some don't. So I figure I should be able to get 3 good switches out of the 15. If not, then I guess I'll never order that particular brand again. The other thing I got in was my lights. As you can see, these are the LED lights. The front panel pops forward, comes off. I don't, that way we can mount it to, and these are going to go mounted right up there where that light is. It'll mount right there, and it does have the switches for both sides, so you can have one side on with the switch, turn on the other one, both lights come on. I think it's going to be pretty handy. I'm going to have one in the back, and I did purchase another one. One will go back here in the back on this first one right here, and the other one will go right up there on that right there. That wire sticking out over there. So there you go. If you have any questions or anything, let me know, or, you know, leave me a comment. I haven't had very many comments since I started doing this, but that's all right. Hopefully, you know, if there's anything that you think I might be able to do better, or something I'm doing wrong, or something I'm doing great, let me know. Talk to you later. Thanks.